Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Hendricks. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Cougars offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense.
There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Houston will snap it in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal. You still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
And here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Hawkeyes in the hurry up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing...
Turning it on! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Now the play fake. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Oh, a double pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Here's a heat. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Houston offense comes onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Graves. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Knocked off his feet. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We he asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Quick release on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
First and goal now for Houston as they try to... And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. End off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
He lets it fly. Makes the grab on the big throw. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Hendricks. Finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides the back and leaves it. Touchdown, Iowa! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Graves. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Houston going up tempo. He might want another play. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Graves. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Penny. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield. Looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Houston. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Hendricks. Fires on the move. Pick off! What a play by this defense!
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Handoff to the single back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Pulls it in down the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Graves. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Graves. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hendricks. Gets it out fast. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Zings it complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Working downfield on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Absolutely perfect. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves him.
Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to throw, it's Hendricks. Finds space on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And That's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The defender. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Right there, baby.
Spire. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 8-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Working that left side now. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 11.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. There he goes to the right. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Houston offense comes onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game.
Turning it on! The 40, the 30, past the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Hendricks. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted, oh, what a play.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football.
He'll try to take it back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down.